3, 2, 1, vicious.
Hi guys, it's Ariana. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm obviously in a green latex or spandex suit. It is Shego. I am cosplaying Shego for this video, and I want to do a couple TikToks just because I like TikTok. It's really fun, and I want to just turn myself into Shego, and I'm really excited to do this. So I don't want to get too much of the green paint that I'm going to be using on my Shego suit. So this suit is a really cheap suit that I got off of Amazon or eBay like 2 years ago. So I'm going to take the top portion of it off just so that if I get any paint on it or on this tank top, it's not a big deal because it's just a tank top. So I'm gonna start off by doing my beauty makeup first. So I'm going to do, Shego has like green eyes, I have brown eyes, so obviously my eyes in this video are going to be brown, but in the Photoshop that I do for the photos and stuff, they will be green. But in this video, they're gonna be brown because my eyes are fucking brown and I don't have any contacts on me at the moment. So I'm gonna be doing the beauty makeup. So Shego wears like green eyeshadow, winged out liner, and she has a black lipstick on her upper lip and nothing on her bottom lip, which is a really interesting fashion statement, I guess. And I just want to cosplay her. So I'm gonna start off by priming my face with the No Problem primer and the Prime Essence. I've already done my eyebrows. I did my eyebrows a couple hours ago just because I went out for coffee and that's the only makeup I have on my face today. And even so, my eyebrows are way too light for Shego because she has really dark hair. So I will have to fill them in with eyeshadow to be the same color as my wig, which is like a really black wig because her hair is black and her eyebrows are black. So I shall do that. So now that my face is primed, I am going to do her eyeshadows. I'm gonna do her eyeshadow, her lashes, and her eyebrows first. So I'm going to be using the James Charles palette from Morphe and my Ace Beauty palette, the Oceanic palette. So I'm going to be using this palette with all those pretty greens, and then I'm going to be using my James Charles palette, which looks like this because it has some really awesome greens, and it also has that black in there that I'm going to need. So I'm going to start off by, I'm going to be kind of just doing my own version of it. I'm not really following. I've looked at a couple of makeup looks online from people that have done Shego, and I'm just going to create my own. I don't really know. I'm just kind of going off of my own inspiration and imagination. So I think I'm going to take Algae, which is the lime green that is in the Ace Beauty Oceanic palette, and I am going to put that into my crease. So if you don't have the Ace Beauty palette but you have the James Charles palette, you can go in with the lime green that's in the James Charles palette. So I'm just going to put this all into my crease. But first I'm going to start off by dropping things. I'm going to prime my eyelids using the Jeffree Star concealer in the shade C2. I'm just going to prime the crap out of my eyeballs. Now that I have my base down, I'm going to go back into the Algae color, and I'm just going to put that all into my crease. Now I'm going to go in with my outer corner brush. So this is the Lexi 131 mini angled brush, and I'm going to go into the color Turtle, which is this dark green that is inside the palette, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner. And if you don't have this palette and you have the James Charles palette, you can go in with the darker green that is in the James Charles palette. It is a very similar color. Now I'm going to go back into the Algae color and just blend those two colors together. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the inner corner. I'm going to go into Turtle, and I am going to put that right on the inner corner and flick it up. I'm using a mini flat angled brush, so it is a kind of angled, kind of round brush. That's very small, and it's really good for inner corner colors. And I am going to take some of my Jeffree Star concealer and Good gracious, keep dropping things today. I'm gonna take a little bit of Jeffree Star concealer and just cut out the center of my lid, just so that the next color that I add can be a little bit brighter. Then I'm gonna go back into the algae color, just blend in where the concealer went a little bit too high. And then I think I'm gonna go into, what color do I wanna put right in the center? I think I wanna put that pop of that lime green in the center. So I'm gonna go back into algae and I'm just going to put that right in the center. Get a really pretty green look. And then I'm gonna take my angled brush, go back into Turtle, and just darken the outer corner and blend in those two colors together. And go into my mini flat angled brush again, and just blend it into. And then I'm just dragging the really dark green color, the Turtle color, all around the crease. Now that we have a really, really intense green look, I think I'm gonna finish it off by going into the color Spooky, which is the black that is in the James Charles palette, and just putting it on my brush, just coating my brush in it, and then I'm gonna go into Turtle and a little bit of Seagrass. So Seagrass is this color and Turtle is this color, and I'm just going to combine those together with a little bit of black and just really deepen the outer corner. And then I'm gonna go back into a little bit of algae and just touch it up a little bit, just the blending. And then I'm gonna go into my round brush, go into those same colors, so a little bit of Spooky, a little bit of Turtle, and a little bit of Seagrass. And just darken the inner corner and drag it across. Now in the center, it's just like a little bit of a pop of green, and I think it's really pretty. So I'm gonna quickly go do the other side, clean up the outer corner a little bit, and dropping things. And I can come back in to start doing the base makeup with you guys. So I have a couple of videos up on my channel already of me showing you guys how I do my winged liner and how I do my eyelashes. I'm not very good at it, so I'm just gonna do it off camera really quickly and the best of my ability, but oh my god, I just spread it. But you can just do a normal wing and some lashes, just how you normally do, and it should work. So I'm gonna quickly go do that. Okay, so now that I have my eyes done and we are ready to rumble, I am going to be taking a kind of like an eye pencil brush. This is a AOA Studio, just an angled brush. And I'm gonna go into the color, I'm not gonna go, well, maybe I will. I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of Spooky and a little bit of this dark kind of, it's kind of like a cool brown color, and I'm going to mix those two together and create a darker brow for me because my brows are very, very light. So I'm just going to run this eyeshadow through my brows and then clean them up. You could also just use paint if you want. I have black paint. So if this doesn't work, then I may just go over my brows with some black paint. And then I'm just gonna go in with my, just my spoolie side of my eyebrow pencil stuff and just run that through. I'm just going to quickly do the other side and clean up this side a little bit, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now we get to move on to the fun part. So I am going to use a little bit of my foundation and just create a base layer and with some concealer, and then I will go in over top of it with face paint. So I just want to put basically a layer down to cover up any acne that I have, and then I will go over with paint. So I'm just using my NYX Bear With Me tinted skin veil. I have another NYX product that I really, really like. It is the Born to Glow foundation. It is a full coverage foundation, but the only problem with that one is it's not exactly perfect to my color. It is a little bit darker, like it does oxidize on me a little bit. So I don't want to use that one underneath my hair today, or underneath my face paint today, just because it is a little bit too dark. So I'm gonna go in with the NYX Skin Tint, just because I know that it is a very, very light coverage and very light foundation on me. Like it's almost too light for my skin tone, which I usually mix into my AOH Perfect Studio one, just because the AOH one has a little bit more of a yellow undertone, whereas this one's kind of pinky, and it's just a little bit too light. So I like to mix and match my foundations. But I'm just basically creating a base layer just so that the white face paint has something to grab onto. Plus, I want the coverage. I'm gonna go in with ColourPop concealer in the shade Fair 08. And I'm just going to cover up some of my blemishes that I got going on, and then we can go in with the face paint. I mean, even if all of my blemishes aren't fully covered, I can just Photoshop them out, I guess. That's the good thing about Photoshop. I can clean it up. I'm really excited for these photos. I hope this turns out really fun and really good. I'm still really new to TikTok though, so I don't know how well my TikTok videos are gonna go, but I'm gonna try. All right, now that I have my base on, see, as you guys can see on camera, it is a little bit light for my skin tone. It does kind of make me look pale, very pale and very washed out. And that's okay, because that's kind of what I'm going for this look. So I am using Mehron's face paint. This is water activated paint. So I have a lime green, a white, a dark green, and a black that I have just sitting at my desk. I have a lot of different colors, but these are the ones that I'm gonna be focusing on today, because her skin tone is like very, very pale, very white, but it also has like a tint of green to it. So I'm going to be using the lime green mixed in with the white, and I'm just going to dip it directly into the white and just really get my white saturated. So the way body paint works, or like water activated paint, is the more water you use, the more transparent it almost is. It's more see-through. And the less water you use for the paint, the more thick it's going to be and the more color it's going to show. So I'm just going to get a crap ton of green and white mixed onto one of the lids, and I'm just going to create the color that I want. I would say that's pretty close to her skin tone. Just trying to be as careful as I can around my eyebrows because I don't want to have to redo them. They were kind of a pain in the butt. This is also one of the reasons that I need an airbrush again, because painting my face with a brush and with all the strokes that it comes with the brush, it's just so tedious and annoying. This is a look. I look really, really, really good right now. So good. So now it's time to do a little bit of contour, because she has like a greeny undertone. So on camera it looks like I'm really white, but it is in person very greeny, yellowy, not yellow, really greeny white. So I'm gonna contour with some cool browns and a little bit of green. So I'm gonna go find a contour brush that I don't use regularly, because I am so lazy, and I know for a fact that I'm going to end up forgetting that I used it to contour, and then I'll end up with green foundation. True freaking story. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the lime green in the James Charles palette, and I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this light brown. So this is a warm brown, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this warm one and a little bit of green and make this kind of weird contour color. Now I'm gonna go in with another powder brush that I don't always use. Sure, this'll work. Go in using my Made You Look powder brush, and I'm just going to blend those colors together in the contour. In person, this white is so patchy. It's so bad. I could not get it to go on patchy. On camera it looks okay, but in person, holy, it looks scary. It's like Halloween makeup. All right, so that is contoured. So I'm gonna focus a little bit more on my jawline because she has a pretty intense jaw. Wicked jawline, and then let's contour a little bit on my forehead. So I'm just going in with a little bit of the two greens mixed together, and I'm just going to I'm just running that dark green around my hairline, and then I'm going to go into that brown again and just blend in those colors. It's not going to be that big of a deal if it's not really blended that well because the wig is going to sit over top of it. But I'm gonna try and blend these colors in to the best of my ability. I really wish this one part right here would not be so patchy. It does not want to do what I want it to do. It's being a frickin' bitch. Really doesn't want to blend right there. Oh well, it is what it is. All right, so she is contoured, she is white and green. She looks really interesting, really spooky. So now it's time to do my wig and finish up these eyes. So I'm gonna go in with my angled brush, and I'm gonna go into a little bit of this dark green that's in the James Charles palette. So this dark green right here mixed into a little bit of spooky, and I'm gonna run that underneath my waterline. Like I said, this is my own version of Shego. She doesn't actually have anything on her bottom waterline. Alright, now that her waterline is done, let's add in some mascara. So this is the Big Ego by Tarte, and I hate this mascara. I am just trying to use it up as quickly as I possibly can. It is so clumpy and so dry, and it just does not. It's just not a good mascara, especially for the price point. No, I would never purchase this. I got it in a BoxyCharm or BoxyLux or one of the sub boxes that I'm subscribed to, and it is such a throwaway mascara. Now I'm just taking a little bit of Scandalize, and I'm just going to run that through my waterline. My best of my ability without touching my face. Usually I pull on my eyes at this point to do it. I know it's not good for your eyes, but that's usually how I get like the best waterliner liner done, and don't want to touch my face and have the paint smudge. Alright, so this is a really, really pretty smoky green look. Even if I wasn't like cosplaying as Shego, I would probably wear this out. This is super gorgeous. I am in love with it. I am drinking a London Fog. Oh, so good. So, let's pull up my costume. Oh yeah. I need my boyfriend to zip up the back, I think. Yeah, I can't get it up all the way. That's okay. So, perfect. I brought it down far enough, and now I need to do my lipstick and throw on my wig. So I'm gonna quickly go grab my wig, and then I will do the lipstick on camera with you guys. Okay, this is really fun. I really like this wig. So this wig is from, I don't think I actually ever did a review on this wig. This wig is from, what is it called? I will have to figure out where this wig is from. I cannot remember, but I'm really liking how this looks. Some of the spots, like I said, on my face are a little bit patchy, but that's okay because this is just like cheap paint. It's from Mehron, but it's still not that great of paint. And I'm not very good at it, so it could just be user error, but whatever. Time to do the lipstick. So Shego only has lipstick on her top lip, and so does Kimpossible. So this is gonna be interesting. Let us try and do this. Okay, I'll admit, this looks pretty cool. So I got a little bit on my bottom line of my lip, so I'm just gonna clean that up. And this is Shego. So, see if I can show you guys the full costume me standing up, but it looks really cool. I think this is really fun. This is definitely something very different than I've ever done before. I've never done anything like this. I full-blown bought this costume. It was like $70, even though it's not the most high-quality costume I've ever purchased. It's still really fun, really cool, and literally goes down to my feet, even though the straps are not attached. Don't look at my gross feet. But it goes all the way down to my feet, and I think it's really cool. And you'd probably have to get black and green shoes if you were gonna wear this to like a convention or something, but this is really fun and really cool, and I love it. It is still quite patchy, but that's okay. We'll just fix it in post, so you guys can see all of my videos, you guys can see all of my photos that I do post on my Instagram, and you guys can see all of my TikToks on my TikTok. I will leave all of my information for my social medias down below if you guys are interested in seeing how these photos turned out, and if I can make my hands glow green. I also have gloves, they're black and green, but I don't have them on at the moment because I need to go open my door, get my boyfriend, and set up for this really cool shoot. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for more content like this, and I will see you guys at the next video. Bye!
Okay, it's recording. Do it again. No, go down. Here. A little lower. Perfect. Jump up. No, like jump. Go down lower, and now. No, you gotta land like this.
Okay.
And then just hold your pose after you land.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. You gotta jump and then come back down.
Okay.
You can be a frog. Okay, go. That's perfect.
Too far.
Oh god.
You wrecking shit.
You're a tiger, vicious. Vicious.
Rawr, baby, rawr.
Shego, more like she know.
Oh my god, sweaty.